Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. And today we are going to be looking at part 2 of the Dev Diaries, which goes all into detail about the Alliance stuff. So stuff about the Alliances, Alliance Quest, and Alliance War. Now, small disclaimer, I am not going to be going over any of the war stuff, and the reason for this is, well, simple. I'm not a big fan of war. If you've been following my channel, you know this. So I'm going to leave the war stuff up to the people who are more versed in war. So if you want to go check that stuff out, go check out videos from, like Legacy, Karate Mike, all those guys. They're going to put out some good videos dealing with the war stuff. So go check that out. This is for Alliance and Alliance Quest. So let's get into it. So building the contest. So Kabam Zen and Kabam Karma and Jimbo are going to give you a look into the future of alliances and how they have been the social fabric of the contest since their inception. So basically, giving players challenges and that sort of thing. So let's look at some updates that they have for alliances. So tools for change. First, let's dive into some of the tools we're looking to provide alliances with so they can better prepare for the alliance content and reduce the stress associated with it. Our first step was to build a strong set of foundational features that could be built upon for future tool improvements that will be valuable both in Alliance War and Alliance Quest. So let's take a look and see what these are. So the first one that we come across is, battle group assignments. So basically, with battle group assignments, leadership will be able to easily assign alliance members to a specific battle group for both Alliance Quests and Alliance Wars, and other members can see the assignments for the entire alliance. Now, these are going to be released on June 29th, which is the same day that this video is being released. Now, while this feature is cool, it's probably going to benefit lower level alliances who don't use external communication such as like Line or Discord or anything like that, because you can actually still join battle groups that you're not assigned to if something happens on the fly, like say someone can't join or something along those lines. So you can still switch battle groups. You're not technically locked in to that battle group that you're assigned to. So keep that in mind. All right, so now let's take a look at top alliance champions. Next month, summoners will be able to select champions to display on a new screen in their profile, which will be visible to both friends and alliance mates. This will allow you to communicate what champions you have ranked up and your preferred mode for each, easily relay roster information. So basically, this is going to have your champions that you use most for Alliance Quest and Alliance War, whether that be defensive or offensive. So now this is good for lower level alliances, but I really can't see the top alliances using this feature. And remember, if it's visible to your friends, what if you are in a competing alliance and you guys face each other? Now, most of the defenders aren't hidden, right? So it doesn't really even matter anymore. But had the defenders been hidden, this could have been a whole different ballgame. But like I said, I really can't see the top alliances using this feature. I'm probably not going to be using this feature, to be all honest. All right, now let's take a look at path assignments. Many of us are all too familiar with the numerous spreadsheets posted in our battle group's chat room. We want to allow Alliance leadership to assign paths within the game. Now, this is part of streamlining, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not exactly sure what this will look like. Now, they're aiming for this year. They're aiming for 2020, although I really don't see this working appropriately until sometime next year, but it does seem like a need to help reduce in the need for external communications. But again, a lot of alliances still rely on Line and Discord and that sort of thing. So I don't know necessarily how much the top alliances are going to use this feature. Then we have codename AQ Officer. We want to make your lives easier and remove the monotonous tasks that Alliance leadership is expected to do. We're working on features that will allow you to set up the next round of Alliance Quest for all 3 battle groups ahead of time and to get so. Hopefully this will allow once one AQ ends, it'll allow you to just roll into the next one. So you're not like, okay, so AQ is ending in about 5 minutes. I'm going to wait so then I can fire up the next one. So hopefully when one ends, the other one just automatically starts. That's what I would really like to see with this. Alliance Quest Refresh. So this is from Kabam Jimbo. Now the short-term mission here is to relieve stress for our higher tier users. We feel as of late that the pressure has become too high for those alliances battling it out in the most challenging of maps, aka Map 7, and managing their war effort at the same time. We want alliances to challenge themselves and push themselves to new heights, but are continuing to evolve how we want that experience to feel. So let's take a look at what they're going to be doing now. This is, of course, targeted for a September launch window. So the first thing they're going to be doing is rebalancing Map 7. So what they're going to do is they're going to be making some adjustments to both the nodes and fights in Map 7. So the first thing they're going to be rebalancing is the Mesmerize. So the Mesmerize Mephisto, they're on their way out, and Green Goblin is taking his place along with Mix Master and Prove Yourself. Yeah, this sounds like fun, said no one ever. And then Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Captain Marvel is gone, and we're tweaking the node to open up many more options to play with and overcome this challenge. Like, can we just get rid of Can't Stop, Won't Stop? Like, why? Vivified and Redoubled Determination. We're having the amount of defensive combat power rate for Vivified from 200% to 100%, replacing Problem Champions Korg and Killmonger. Alongside this, we're swapping Redoubled Determination out with Blood in the Water. Thank God. All right, and then champion replacements. We're also switching out a bunch of problem champions from Mordo and War Machine to Captain Marvel and Magneto, and variation 1 with either alternate champions or a freshened up buff profile. So this is kind of vague. Okay, whatever. We're still in testing and iterating, so there may be small alterations to come, but we're confident in delivering this change with positive impact it will have on the stress of Alliance Quest. We're looking at pushing this live during the August update. So that's kind of interesting. All right, so now let's take a look, at energy. So over time, Alliance Quest has become a delicate balancing act in the higher tiers of play. Listen, as someone who's played Map 7, it can be a bit of a bear to coordinate timing and everything. I know I left Pastor Sammy's Alliance when they did Map 7 because of some timing kerfuffles, we'll call them. So what are they doing? Well, the energy cap increase. We're increasing the Alliance Quest energy cap globally from 5 to 6. So it was 4, then they upped it to 5, and now it is 6. So awesome. Starting energy increase. We're increasing the starting amount of Alliance Quest energy from 3 to 4. So this is excellent too. So boom, another bump in energy. And the energy timers decrease. We're going to decrease the refresh timer for Alliance Quest energy from 1 hour to 45 minutes. So while that doesn't seem like a lot, that actually stacks up a lot over time. So I don't know. Maybe I'll jump back into Map 7? Okay, so this is all going to be releasing next month. So within a few days, in theory. All right, and then we've got the mid-season update. We're talking about a lot of changes coming in September and beyond, but we're also having some changes coming in the very near future. A mid-season update to Alliance Quest in July will introduce a brand new set of epic modifiers, more honor reward milestones, and mini boss changes. So let's take a look at this. So then we've got the Alliance Quest future. So they're going to go on and talk about things like future development, content evolution, things along that issue. So let's go ahead and get into seasons. So one of the main goals we have here is for alliances to challenge themselves, not pit them against each other, alliances in rank rewards races. I'm sorry, what? With this goal in the front of our minds, seasons don't really make sense in their current state, so we're looking to revamp them and what they mean to you. So seasons that fit into your life and don't clash with other seasonal content. Well, you control seasons, so okay. Seasonal content that creates unique internal alliance gameplay and not pitting alliances against each other. So does that mean prestige doesn't matter anymore? Is the great prestige race gone? Unique gameplay that provides a reason to come back and experience something new, not just more rewards to chase. So I kind of want to know what this unique gameplay could be. So Alliance Quest challenges. New direction we want to focus on is custom content creation. Provide alliances with the means to build the challenge they want with the rewards, time, investment, and difficulty to match. New challenges to overcome based on your choices. Capturing a choose your own adventure experience for Alliance play. Now this could actually be really fun, or this could essentially be another form of defense tactics. So depending on how Kabam takes this could be really good, or this could be really unpleasant for us. So I'm interested to see how this is going to work out, but only time will tell. So a truly unique feel when compared to Alliance War and other quest content. Then cooperation is king. More cooperation, less coordination. Wait, what? Focus more on cooperation and organic communication between players and interesting actions and risk versus reward when playing with fellow Alliance members. So I'm interested to see if this is going to mean better rewards when you're focusing more on playing with your Alliance mates than, well, when you're not. So this is going to get a little bit interesting. So then we have champion usage, and I think this kind of goes along with cooperation is king a little bit. So champion usage. We want Alliance Quest to be a place where users can experiment with new champions they've acquired without necessarily letting your team down in the process. More freedom to bring the champions you want, not the ones you need, equals rewarding roster exploration and champion diversity. Now, this can be either a really good thing or a really bad thing. It could be kind of like adding a diversity system like in War to AQ, which is just honestly a really bad idea. But it could be a really good idea if the fights become custom tailored to your roster, because it could be a really fun game mode. So let's say I really want to bring in, I don't know, Red Guardian. I don't bring Red Guardian into AQ, but say I really want to. So then I could tailor fights around Red Guardian. I would totally bring him in. Or who knows? Hey, maybe we could tailor fights around Cyclops, right? Was that a dig? All right, none of these principles have features attached yet or any release date. So this is probably actually far in the future, as no release dates or features are attached. All right, so speaking of features, let's take a look at new features. So we have raid bosses. This is something we have wanted to do for a long time now, the notion of huge battles at scale deserving of Marvel's epic characters. I'm interested, Kabam. I'm interested. It's going through some design changes as we speak, and there isn't much detail we can go into now. However, as a team, we can't wait to get this in front of you as soon as possible. So here are the teasers. Massive scale battles in which the entire Alliance will take part, recharacterizing some of Marvel's greatest foes as a real threat to the battle realm, and unique roles and new ways to play as an Alliance, capturing some of the great moments from comic book and cinematic history. I'm intrigued, but I have some questions. Now, this could be amazing if it is done right, because this actually kind of reminds me of like an MMO raid, something from like World of Warcraft along those lines. The drawback to this, however, though, is if you need your entire Alliance to participate at the same time, this could be back into the coordination, which they're trying to get rid of. They're trying to get more into cooperation and not coordination. So there are a lot of restrictions to this game, and if this is implemented poorly, it could just be another drain like Alliance Quest or like War. Now, they're still on the early designs for this, so it'll probably be a while before we see this. So now let's take a look at linked nodes reworked. So in a perfect world, summoners don't interact with linked nodes at all. I'm listening. So if all Alliance members are moving in a timely manner, really, they offer no interaction. We want to encourage players to interact with linked nodes in a more meaningful way. So how are they going to do this? So they could offer buffs to summoners champions if they decide to fight them linked. These new linked nodes would have skill-based challenges rewarding players to varying degrees depending on their execution. Now, this could be really fun, right? This has like an incursions type feel, and as someone who loves incursions, I like this idea. So they could also add a boost to this too. So say in AQ, you could get maybe more points for taking down a linked node. That would be pretty cool, right? That would be more incentive then to take down the linked node and allow, more time to go for your team to move through the map. But again, no confirmed launch window yet on this. And then we have the undo button. Now, there is no feeling worse than mistapping on the map and ruining the plans of the battle group. We are exploring ways we can help players that might have accidentally headed down the wrong path to press undo and walk back their unfortunate choice. So this could really help players from getting kicked. Now, I've seen this. I've not been a part of it, but I have seen this happen. So this could be really good or it could be really bad. As long as it doesn't cost units or anything like that, I'm all for this. Help system improvements. Finally, the help all button. So finally, we have the origin of the Alliance system. The first point in Alliance interaction, we all have the team teaming up with our fellow summoners, the Help System. So they're going to be obviously doing the Help All. So that is really good. Now that's scheduled for release in September. So hopefully we'll get it. Then that could be a little bit of a drain on the server. So hopefully they get that all fed up, or excuse me, all cleared up when September comes for the Help All button. But that is it, guys, for the Dev Diary Part 2. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these changes to AQ and alliances? Do you think some of these are for the better? Do you think some of these are for the worse, excuse me? Or do you think you're kind of just like, wait, what? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.